again, it's on.
Ladies, gentlemen, has anyone ever been to Africa?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we know some people been to Africa, and they love the resources in Africa. Has anyone under the sound of my voice ever been to Africa? Because there's something happening in Africa right now.
Yes, I've been twice.
Oh, we have an actual member of the panel that's been there. So, welcome back to Opinion Nation, everyone. I am your moderator, Dominique Superstar. This is your illustrious panel, Supremo. Tell them what up, bro. You got to unmute yourself, though. We still couldn't hear you, but we get your sentiment. Cronus the L, unmute yourself. Supreme, you got to unmute. I couldn't hear you. What's up? What's up, Cronus? You good?
Chilling. What's going on?
You know, we in the place to be. Hassan, Mr. McCullough. We can't hear you. Unmute. McCullough. TTT.
Oh,
What's up, man?
hold
You good?
on.
You good?
I'm not
Can
muted,
everybody
but
hear
yeah,
me?
I'm good. What's up?
Like a weird delay or
Yeah.
something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear.
It
Can you hear
is.
me?
I can hear you now. Supreme. Yo. Before I go to Kenny Mickens, would like to give a heartfelt apology. What are you apologizing for, Don? Well, I'm apologizing, number one, because I did something wrong. And when you are a man, a God, and you do something wrong, you take accountability. See, I don't have a devil. I can't blame my actions on the devil. Oh, the devil made me do it. I can't do that. I'm the devil and God. So when I'm wrong, I have to correct myself. And hopefully somebody don't chop my head off before I can correct myself and apologize. But my apology goes to Kendo Mickens, my good friend since I was 9 years old. Last week, I had the nerve to come out my mouth and say one of the stupidest things I've ever said. I said that Kenny wasn't smart. What? So, am I the arbiter of smart now? No, I'm not. I was dead ass wrong, and I've already talked to Kenny about it. He's accepted my apology, but I told him that, I would make a public declaration because that was bullshit. And not to belabor it, but just to let you know, Kenny, I apologize, brother. I know that you're intelligent, okay? And I was just in my little intellectual feelings, all right? So I hope that you can accept that and we can move on.
Moving on.
See that?
Moving on.
See
Moving
that?
on.
Ain't nobody ask you nothing, TTT.
We're moving on, grooving on. What's up?
Between
It's all
me and
good.
Kendo. All right, cool. So look, I had another topic for this week that was kind of salacious and a little controversial, but Mother Africa seems like she is waking up on another level. I'm not talking about just for a phase. I don't know if you guys know, but this week, the past 7 days, Niger had a coup, and this coup was to get the French friendly government out of Niger, yeah? Mm-hmm. And so they done ran the French embassy, all them out of the country. There's a palpable thing happening. Then Putin came through and was like, yo, I got y'all back. As a matter of fact, all of that debt y'all owe Russia, we good. What?
Yep. I saw that.
Hey, yo, Supreme, man. Is Africa poised for a renaissance? You tell me.
Long overdue.
Overdue, huh?
But
we can't really hear you. Something's up with your audio, bro. Yeah, like we can't. You know what? Clock out and clock back in because there's something going on. We can't hear you. Yeah. Chris, Mother Africa, what's she doing? Is it real? Or is this Memorex? Like, is this really, like, is Africa about, because it's not only Niger, Mali, and a couple other nations in Africa are lining up with Niger and Russia. So what say you, Chris? Is it a renaissance?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight back. You know what I mean? Eventually, you keep pushing into a corner.
Ooh.
It's only one. It's only one way to go. It's only one way to go after that. You keep pushing me in the corner, I'm gonna have to just go through you now.
Hey, yo, Kendo Mickens.
Yeah.
Is it really happening? I mean, when you were walking the continent, like, how did you feel about it? And did you feel like there should be a change? And how do you feel about what you've heard in the news the past couple of days?
There's a New York poet who once said, "Don't call it a comeback.
Oh.
They've been there for years."
Oh.
When you're talking about the country or the land where it all started, where a lot of things were given to the world.
Yeah.
So for them to now just say, "Hey, listen, we're not going to
take it."
Unfortunately, there's been a lot of corruption where people were choosing money over people. So if people are now choosing people over that money, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Hey, Ty Birch a lot. Unmute yourself, brother. We're talking about Africa. You understand me? You've been seeing the news. You've been seeing the news. And don't worry, fellas. We're going to connect it to Alabama. We're going to get there. We're going to get to the Alabama Africa connection because the uprising is real. We're going to get there, but let's start slow. You've seen in the news that Niger, nigger, is like, fuck you, France. Period. Nigger is like, fuck you, France. Nigger ain't even his life. Nigger is saying, fuck you, France. Fuck Niger. You see, they're trying to make it cute. Niger, no, it's nigger. And now that we know what nigger means, it's quite fine to call it nigger. So what say you? Is it a renaissance, Ty? I mean, is Africa about to step into a new renaissance?
I feel like society has become so accepting of a lot of things. Like they're still trying to make it seem like because we say nigga so much that it's okay for everybody else to say it too and get away with it, with knowing that they have another side agenda or another meaning, another underlying meaning for it. Like y'all know what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We say nigga as like a term of endearment. They say it as like a slander of making us try to demean us. So now you got a whole uprising, a whole thing, and then you call spade a spade. You see what you get. You brought up Alabama. You try to mess with one nigga, you get 10 niggas, and you know what I'm saying.
Hassan McCullough. We juice. We live. We love. We juice. We Africa. When you gonna get your We Africa brand?
We Africa.
We Africa, my nigga.
I support that.
Yeah. So what say you about what's been in the news? I mean, it looks like Africa literally is on some. Hold up, man. We sick of this shit. Is it real? Talk to me.
It looks like it's an exchange of power for the Africans. Some of the Russians. Some of these countries put out the BRICS. They put out their own money and getting their own money and teaming up with South America, Colombia. They all taking their money from America. So it seems like Africa is just the next melting pot for them to stand up to the great power of America and with Russia's help. I can see everything turning the way, but maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. The melanated person returning to power during this matriarch system.
All right, but let's get into that real quick though. And fellas, follow me on this real quick. So, okay, I love that Russia forgave all of Niger's debts, which was like over like $1 billion, something crazy. They forgave all the debt, but Supreme, does that mean that there's just a new colonizer with a nicer leash? Is that what that is?
Ew. Mm.
Yo, I can't hear you, bro. You got to either turn up. I can't hear you. You can hear us. We can't hear you at all. Now, you're not muted. That's wild. You just talking. We can't hear you. Like, that's crazy. I want to hear you, but we can't hear you. Yo, all right. Try to figure that out. I don't even know what to say because that never happened before. Chris, what is it? I mean, is it cool to have, like, okay, Putin looked like the people in France, but we know he got, at least on the surface, he kind of got a different vibe. But that's on the surface. Are we playing controlled opposition? Like Putin is, I don't know, is Putin the answer for Africa? Yeah, you see where I'm at with that. Like, huh? One colonial for another? Is that what we're doing? Like, shouldn't it be that all these niggas need to get the fuck up out of here? Or am I crazy?
Nah, I mean, pretty much, but that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Get what you can, but it's definitely time to start reclaiming what's yours.
Okay. Well, Kenny, man, let me ask you something about spirituality. Is Africa's awakening spiritually tied to the Alabama riverboat incident? You know what I mean? Like is the uprising a spiritual thing? We feeling it all over the world. All melanated people are now starting to understand. Is that what's happening? What do you think?
I mean, in a long way, you can put it there, but what happened in Alabama? And let me just say this first, before we go into that. I truly did not know throwing your black hat in the air was a call for the brothers to rally up.
Don't make me do it. What you mean?
You yell, hootie-hoo!
You see me and Chris got black hats on every week.
But now it's throw your black hat in the air. And
brothers,
like I mean, I don't know if the boa came from Atlantis or off that boat.
Hey,
but where did he swim from?
Hey, and you know he came from Black Atlantis.
He might have been 3 states over and seen the black hat call.
Yes.
And just start. And who says brothers can't swim? Because apparently my man got his Mark Spitz on.
See.
He swam and rumbled.
He swam. It takes a little energy to swim that far. Yeah. That's you're already fighting the water.
That boy's like a triathlete.
And he pulled himself up on the dock.
He a triathlete because
let's get that man credit.
And rumble. All he needed to do was like throw the discus or something and
no. Hey, yo, maybe he was one of them cats that clocked that damn damsel in distress with the chair.
But I tell you what, here's what I say to all this though about the Alabama thing. They're gonna scour those videos and try to punish those brothers.
Oh well, of course.
So I don't know if any Alabama thing happened. I don't remember it.
Yo,
scrub
all the videos from the internet. Just scrub them.
Yeah.
Kenny, that's hilarious, and that's why I have to chastise myself because you are super intelligent, and I played myself last week. Okay, moving on. Supreme. No, you playing games. This is playing games because I heard you like 2 minutes ago. What'd you do? You did something different. Because I heard you. That's why I put the thumbs up.
Yeah, I turned the phone off and turned back.
I can hear you now. We can hear you now. Now we can hear you.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Now we can hear you.
Crazy. I hear y'all loud and clear.
You can hear you.
Go ahead. There.
Don't move. Go ahead.
I'm fixing the phone. I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Listen.
Now we're in Alabama.
How do you feel about the Alabama incident? Talk about it.
Oh, well, I feel like justice was served, as it should be, and it reminded me of something that happened. I guess probably to all of us in our youth, especially me. I come from in Southwest Philadelphia, which was predominantly white at one point. We had days such as Nigger Day. where
Oh,
they would go around and jump us and beat us, and we was just talking about that. And it
nigger
seems
day.
like, yeah. So
Wow.
you know, now you had to fight to go to school on nigga day. It
Wow.
was free reign, free pass for white people just to jump you and beat you and throw stuff at you and kill
Wow.
you if they can.
In
And
Philadelphia,
in
me and your lifetime.
Southwest Philadelphia
That's
in the
wild.
70s, in the 80s, nigga day,
They wasn't
every
doing that
day,
in
white
Mount
people.
Airy. They wasn't doing that in Mount
Yeah,
Airy.
they weren't having it up North Philly.
No,
But
it wasn't happening
anyway,
in Mount Airy. Mount Airy
it,
is,
but you
you
know,
know.
one day when somebody got tired of nigga day, you know, we regrouped and we started defending ourselves as we should, and the tables turned. Hence to say, Southwest Philly pretty much is all black now.
All black now. It's the Europeans went back to Europe. Okay.
Yeah, they went to Delaware County or whatever, but they got the hell out of Southwest Philly because brothers wasn't having it no more. All
Yeah,
the neighborhoods that was all white now is all black. You know,
all
they don't
black.
make it no better, but you know, hey, at least we don't have white people to worry about beating us and
So
killing us. We
who
just
was
got to
the
worry
first
about
one
killing
to throw
ourselves.
their proverbial hat into
Yo.
the ring?
Because Kenny does make a point. I think we do have a new starting signal for the fuck shit. Throw your hat up. You see, me and Chris wear the black hat every week. We already know what time.
Bobby Schmurder started that.
Oh.
Bobby
Bobby
Schmurder.
Shmurda?
In the beginning of the video, he threw his hat in the air.
I'll say I'm too old for you to even know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh.
It blew off in the car
Who
when he was
started
driving down. When he was
You
driving
said Bobby
down the street.
Shmurda started it. You know the.
Yeah. He doing time now, so it don't
Oh,
even
he
matter.
out. He out now.
He out? When did he get out?
Nigga, Bobby Shmurda been out for like a year and a half, bro. Knock it off.
Stop.
Actually, no. Bobby Shmurda's been out since like 2019, bro. Dead ass. I'm not even kidding. He been out for
Really?
years. Yes. We just went
Oh,
through a
he
whole
must been
pandemic
laying
and
low.
nobody yet. But no,
Was
Bobby's
he in
out.
for murdering?
Huh?
Was he in for smurdering?
Wow, yo.
That's funny. That's
See?
funny.
See?
How much time you
Kenny
get for
just
smurdering people?
Kenny
It's
playing
wait,
me out
wait,
now
wait.
because this week he's gonna show you how fucking highly
Yeah.
intelligent he is, making me look stupid. Okay, cool.
Throwing his weight around.
He just throwing his hat up. Kenny throwing his hat up now. See? You see this shit? Hey, yo, Hassan, what say you about Alabama? Look, before you go, Hassan, let me just say this. To me, that video looked like, because I saw 3 angles. I saw the angle from the dock. I saw the angle from the dock across from the dock. And then I saw an angle from the boat. And for me, the beginning of it looked like the beginning of America. Black people were just getting rolled on, like, you do what I say, nigga. And the ending of it looked like tomorrow, or maybe today. The ending of it looks like Niger today, where the nigga threw his hat up in the sky. It was like slow motion. That hat went up in the air, and blacks just came out of nowhere. Like you said, nigga Aquaman came through. You understand me? You know what I mean? Like,
It's Aquaman.
oh,
Aquaman.
It's Aquaman.
Wow.
Not Aquaman. It's Aquaman.
Wow. It is Aquaman.
Yeah, let me ask you this, though, Dom. Let me ask you this. Whenever I find whenever I go somewhere and I'm mostly around like a lot of white people and you see a black person, there's always, or melanated, whatever you want to call it, there's always that head nod. And that head nod,
yeah,
a lot of times speaks to, if it go down, we surrounded, we cousins. We are
good.
Cousins
We
after that head nod.
That head nod is an international language. Yes, it is.
That head nod and dude threw a hat,
yeah,
would signal, hey, listen,
hey, yo,
any cousins within the area.
You killing me with that hat shit.
No,
it's true. Hey,
yo,
he that hat up.
Oh, pick me. Pick me.
Go, Todd Bird.
Nigga, you know what? I'm going to go to like a supermarket tomorrow and just throw my hat up and see what happens.
I guarantee about 4 people come running over. Saying,
Everybody's talking about the hat. Everybody's talking about the hat, but ain't nobody talking about the skip.
Oh, let's hear it.
Let's talk about the skip. When the 3 brothers skipped, that's when you knew it was real. They said, "Oh, it's going down."
Yeah.
My guy pulled up the short and
yeah.
skipped. All three of them still, that's when you knew it was real.
No, I loved it too. I loved it too when the boat got to that dock and just everybody jumped off. Like that was like I ain't seen black people that unified. I mean, since the beginning of hip hop or something. Not since the WAP have I seen black people that unified. Yeah, not since the Pee Wee Herman. May he rest in peace. Have I seen black people that unified? I'm telling you, when that boat docked, like, and you guys know that particular pier, that particular area is where the slaves, Chris, remember I lived in Old City and I used to talk to you about the cobblestones and how these same cobblestones, slaves walked on these cobblestones. Remember I used to talk about that kind of stuff? Well, that dock literally is where they used to bring in slaves and send out cotton. So the retribution, the energy, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, that boat was called the Harriet.
Yeah.
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 He wore Harriet out with that here.
The wild part is a black person invented the folding chair too.
Stop. The show's over. And we'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. What is the folding chair about?
Ain't nowhere in the world. There's nothing else to say. We'll see you next week.
Allegedly, a folding chair came floating through the air.
What happened?
That's what the floating chair is about, is being up in the air?
No,
what that's about? I don't get that.
I'm not going to say I seen somebody hit somebody with a folding chair.
Hey, yo.
Allegedly, a folding chair came
in the name of the WWF, in the name of the WWE.
Allegedly, he dented that chair over her head like 12. He was trying
the thing is,
in the name of Vince McMahon.
I say allegedly because I'm telling you, them Alabama authorities will definitely be pouring over those.
No, we with you, Kim.
Dude, they got like 4 different angles.
Yeah, no, because I saw 3 myself. But
inside the boat.
But I promise you,
allegedly to me.
I promise you, the fiber of my being, like my soul was set on fire. I just felt rejoiced. I was rejoicing as I saw the fake privilege be torn down. Fake privilege. You ain't what? First of all, you ain't white. Stop it. Stop. You ain't. The problem is y'all keep calling these beings white. That gives them a particular position in society. Them niggas ain't white, yo. Now you can call them red. They are kind of red or pink, or even creamy, right?
He was black and blue, and he fit in.
Niggas ain't white, bro. That door behind me is white. I ain't never met a person in my life that color, and that's the problem. We keep ourselves in the spell. Like as long as we call them white, they get to call us black, and we know that the black means nothing in this society. We are first of all, we God, all of us. So okay, that's another thing. Okay, let's go back to Africa. I mean, we could, Alabama's on the table, so anybody wants to jump back into that. I mean, but Kenny, that hat shit got me. Oh my God, this nigga said when he threw his hat up, that's the international sign, the new black international flag.
It's the new black. It's the power fist.
No, I saw a video that had them as the Avengers. It had like the hat.
Yo, that was crazy.
And niggas was like, the fuck. Yo,
one of the best joints I saw when they said black people walk out of Alabama like Harlem Nights when Richard Pryor was freeing everybody for the
the incident has taken on such a life of its own. But I'm telling you, I find the juxtaposition of that happening. And again, that man got jumped. He didn't start that. So I find the juxtaposition of that happening.
He finally worked there.
Yeah, he did work there.
He did. He was a captain. He was a captain. He was telling them that they had to move the boat just a little bit because that big boat.
So the steamboat can get in. Yeah. And these niggas is on their privilege. We don't have to move anywhere. Pussy, you gonna move this motherfucking boat? We're not gonna move anything. Okay. As a matter of fact, nigger Niger, here, take some of these slavery lumps. And then the motherfucking hat went up in the air. Aquaman came out. You know what I'm talking about? The nigga Avengers came out. What? That's what I'm talking about. Man, look, I ain't for no violence. If we can get along without violence, great. Cream, I ain't never. I grew up in an environment. I saw you every Sunday. You ain't never see me fighting at the Met. We played instruments. Like I'll battle you on some music. So I'm not for the violence. Let's not get it twisted. But let me tell you something, world. When injustice gets its ass kicked, oh, I love it. Let me say it clearly. When injustice gets its ass kicked or even killed, when injustice is killed, oh, I'm all for it. Oh, hats off. Hats off.
Get it on. Get it on.
When it's righteous, Supreme. Come on, man. When it's righteous.
Big down.
Hassan.
Yes, sir.
Are we good? Okay, no, here's the real question. Y'all can give me this one. Here's the real question. This one good for you, son. Are we at the beginning of World War III?
With who if we're gonna be in World War III?
And guess what? Africa gonna be with Russia and China. Know that.
Yeah.
So the question becomes, I know I'm getting past it, but I'm still with you, Hassan. The question becomes, who are you down with when the World War III is Russia, Africa, and China versus the UK, France, and America?
That don't seem like that's a fair fight, by the way.
Well, I mean, look, man. What's fair? All fair in love and war. What are we talking about?
It looks like Russia has a lot of technology, just like China does, and it looks like Africa has a lot of resources. So,
well,
yeah.
you know what? When you put it that way, actually, you're absolutely right. There's no way that America, France, and the UK beats Africa, China, and Russia. There ain't no way in the world, bro. I live here, and first of all, the people here are idiots. So I'm not saying the military's idiots, but the people here are idiots. So I mean, but Africa, Russia, and those are the three biggest continents, right? You do know that, right?
Yes, exactly. That's why I said it doesn't make that one don't make sense.
Hey, Chris.
That's called the takeover. Is here.
I'm gonna ask you a simple question, Chris. A Jay-Z question. Unmute yourself. Who you with? Don't be scared. I know you were. I know you. Don't. Who you with? Yeah, I'm putting you right on the spot. I know you got a job and everything, girlfriend, all that stuff. Who you with?
And one thing I ain't worried about is none of that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah. Must be
99 problems and an itch, a batch ain't. Oh, okay. A batch ain't.
Dolo. I'm straight dolo, cuz.
Okay, man, don't be advertising on this platform. Can you tell us? Yeah, exactly. We don't need your Pinterest.
Advertising what? What are you talking
your social status, your personal, your dating status. We don't need that.
Nigga, you just asked who was I with when the whole thing jumped off.
I'm talking about Africa versus America. Nigga, stop it. I'm talking about would you be with America or would you be with?
And that's what I'm talking about, nigga. What's wrong with this nigga?
Well, who you with? Who you say?
Now we just gonna have to find out when the time comes.
Oh, don't mess with. Hey, y'all better don't mess with Chris. You see that? Chris said you got to find out who he with. Okay, cool. Hey, Ty, man. World War III, America, UK, and France versus Africa, China, and Russia. Who you with? I'm dead ass. And I know, hey, this is crazy. This is real life, right? Because somebody can come back and be like, you said you was with China and them. So, yeah, choose wisely. Who you with?
I'm with the homeland.
Woo! Well, wait a minute. You were born here, so does that mean?
I didn't say the motherland. I said the homeland. Here, I'm with America. And we the superpower, and everybody's scared of us. China's, they snuck attack us.
So Ty, you gonna fight? You gonna fight against Africa? You gonna fight against the black people? The whole continent of Africa? You gonna be fighting against them with the Europeans that brought us here? Oh.
Africa ain't got no weapons.
Oh. But Russia does, and Russia.
That's like Avatar fighting the ships in the metal throwing spears.
No. Oh no! But wait a minute. Don't all of the resources that make up the weapons come from Africa? Are we getting this backwards here? Because without Africa, I mean, when America needs to make some more weapons, do they need to get some resources from Africa? And if they can't do
To
that,
me, that's what Black Panther was about. That theory
um,
right there.
but
He went
isn't
to
that
Wakanda.
kind of the case? Like all of
Yeah.
these great elements come from Africa, bro. Literally. All right, let's move it. Kendo Mickens.
You unmuted, son. Son, you unmuted. You got to unmute.
No, we're going to Kendo. Kendo, can you hear me?
He was
Yeah.
saying something, but he was muted.
Oh, well, I'll come to you next, son. Kenny, man, listen. Ty staying right here. And I'm not mad at Ty. That's my brother. He's staying right here. When World War III pops and it's America, UK, and France versus Africa, Russia, and China, who you with? I'm just curious.
Well, before you jump out there and say you're down with China and Russia, you gotta ask, are they down with us? I mean,
Well,
are we on equal footing?
look, hold your thought because I want to have the conversation with you. This microphone, this
Are they
microphone,
coming to us as equal footing, or are they just trying to become the new exploiters?
no, I hear you. And to that point, though, let me answer your first question and let's keep the dialogue going. This microphone was made in China. That television was made in China. I bought this cool little couch off of Amazon, made in China.
Well, I mean, we can trade.
Well, I'm just saying that a lot of our
Trade with you,
world.
they got problems, but I don't necessarily know if they're. Again, you can't be Johnny come lately. You ain't been down with me before. So are you just enemy of my enemy?
Oh, yeah.
Now
that kind of is what's going on. You know, my enemy, your enemy, or my enemy is your friend. Then we can't be friends. But if my enemy is your enemy, we good.
Yeah, but does that make me your friend though?
We know, no, definitely not. But at least we're allies in a loose way to get to our goal, and which is to get that enemy out of here. And after that's done, we can negotiate and talk about whatever. But yeah, I feel you, Hassan. Is World War III on the docket? Is it simmering? You already got the Ukraine and Russia. And to me, I said that was the beginning when that started. I said, okay, this is some bullshit. These niggas are starting World War III. But now we see the shit really popping off. Like, okay, it would be Africa, China, and Russia. We see that right now versus America, France, and the UK. And I'm just asking, Hassan, who you with? Listen, all of us are here in the United States. You know, luckily we have this thing called free speech, at least in theory, right? In theory. So that's why I'm loose. That's why I'm loose with it. You understand me? You couldn't talk this loose in a lot of parts of the world. But Hassan, who you with? Are you with the Africa side of World War III, or are you with the American side of World War III?
I'm with neither.
Oh, you on that Cronus the Ill. You and Cronus the Ill on the same side. Oh, okay.
Well, listen, there's no reason for me to be involved in the fake war. Why would superpowers fight with each other when they have control of the people? But I'm going with the war, but I won't be on either one of those sides because it's just production anyway.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be in. It's not gonna be here in America. It's gonna be somewhere else. Where
Don't do that. Let me say this. This is a bad. I hope I'm wrong. No. World War III is definitely going to touch this continent, bro. Like, yeah, this continent has gotten away for the first two wars. Ain't no way in the world, in the name of technology, that this continent gets away with drones and not this time. You think that ain't happening this time. So that's why World War III is something we all should pay attention to, because it would definitely be here. You better believe that. It ain't gonna be on TV, bro. It will be outside our windows. Yeah.
But it'll mess up those fine stadiums that they have all across the world, this realm. It'll mess up those fine stadiums that they have to,
And you know what's crazy, Hassan? And you know what's crazy? The folks that run this planet, they look at that as an opportunity to just reproduce. That's more money. We get to rebuild the stadium. That means I get more money. I get the contract.
Oh, okay.
So look, anytime there's war, there are profiteers. There are folks that make out like bandits during war, like your Lockheed Martins. Who makes guns? Who makes bullets? You don't think that they love war? They love war.
They gotta love war, right?
Gotta love it. Pre.
Being
Who you with,
profit.
man? Who you with? I'm just asking. Don't get upset at me. I'm just asking. I know it is a weird question. It ain't even weird. It's blasphemous because it's like, yo, we live here. Yet, what's funny, Preem, let me just say it to you. We know what this place has done. We know the history. They show us the history on TV. Everything from Emmett Till to freaking the young boy in Florida with the Skittles. I mean, it's just it didn't slay. So why would we have any real allegiance? Like, look, man, I'm an old man. You know, I'm ornery. I say it like it is now, brother. I'm not afraid. What are they gonna do to me? I'm a 53-year-old man. Huh? I was dead a year and a half ago. They brought me back to life.
Yeah, man. I'm on nobody's side. I'm getting out the way. I'm letting to see where the chips fall and who survives, and y'all get y'all what you say? Y'all get y'all shit off. So and then holler at me when it's done.
Yeah. See, so Preem, everybody's kind of talked about it. What you're saying, I've thought about for years. What you're saying, what Chris said, what Hassan said, I've thought about it for years. And you know what's crazy about that? That's a dangerous America. See, America thinks it's strong, but there is a population in America that looks at America like this, like sideways. Like we still ain't got reparations. You know how you would get motherfuckers on your side in World War III? You gave out immediate reparations right before World War III.
And guess what? That's gonna happen soon.
Let
me ask you,
Chris. What up, Kenny?
Touching on last week's, because I've been watching Secret Invasion all week.
Oh. So,
is there an alien element to it that want us all fighting?
I mean, you doing a lot. You what? What, Kenny? You in the rabbit hole, Kenny? You trying to put people in the rabbit hole with you?
Last week we were talking about aliens being here.
Yeah.
And wouldn't they love to have an ununified planet?
So bang, World War III start kicking, and then in the skies we see Project Bluebeam. We see the alien force. World War III kicking off, and then everybody look up like, oh shoot, what's that? And then all the guns turn up to the sky. We're unified right there that day.
Or as you said, you heard Reagan say, as long as we have a common enemy,
yes, sir,
then we all work together. So
yes, sir, all
this could tie together.
Listen, man, when you talk about game planning, when you talk about uncovering hidden plots, that is a solid plot line where, yeah, they setting this up so that we about to have World War III, and then right as it's popping, look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's them aliens. It's Nibiru. It's Saturn. It's Chris and his people. Yeah, I'm with you. Calling us the L.
You
not.
Oh, my bad. No, actually, Hassan. What was you about to say? My bad, Chris. What was you about to say, Hassan?
It's the Anunnaki. That's who it is.
It's the Anunnaki, huh? But no,
Chris, listen. It's the Anunnaki.
But Hassan,
goal to be blind.
Hassan, Kenny makes a great point, man. Like anything that's about to pop off, if the aliens are here, quote unquote, you must know that they are part and parcel. They getting information, they counseling. Ain't no way in the world. Like how the aliens here? We about to do World War III, and they're not talking about it. Hey guys, why don't you calm down? Don't do that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm like, why would the aliens make us fight? I mean, we fighting and stuff now that they got aliens anyway.
Okay, well, but here, check this out.
What?
Would you leave America for Africa? Like if Africa, it looks like Africa is getting itself together, kicking out the colonizers. Would you leave America for a new Africa?
No.
Oh, you see that?
And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because this is actually the land of my people, so I can't really go. This is my land of my black Blackfoot Indians.
Well, this is where you were born. There's no denying that. This is where you were born, right?
I mean, I was born here also, but my people was also from here.
Okay.
My ancestors are from here, so I can't really. Me going to Africa would be like, okay, I'm going to visit my cousin or something. I don't know, but okay,
But you wouldn't leave. You wouldn't leave this homeland for that homeland.
I actually wouldn't.
Okay.
Then it feel like I gave up and stuff and ran off instead of trying to get my shit here. That's the only reason. That's the real reason.
Got it.
Because it'll
Ty
be like
Birch.
I gave up.
I got it.
This harkening
That's
back to shoes. So that's your conformity?
Say it again, Ken.
That's his conformity? That his people.
He's saying that he would not leave.
I know that's his conformity. That's
a
saying,
big one. That's big confirmation, really, because that's saying, I'm down with the king.
No, listen, that won't leave because this is my home. It's not conforming to anything. It's something that they stole.
I hear you.
Why would I run off?
Okay. Ty, would you stay here or go to a new Africa? I'm talking about, let's say 5 years from now, 4 years from now, after World War III, after the aliens have calmed everything down and Africa's just booming. America has got fucked up by World War III, is crack addicts and meth and heroin addicts everywhere, like on Frankfurt Avenue. Would you stay here or would you go? Yeah, exactly. Would you stay here or would you go to New Africa?
I would go to New Africa.
Oh.
I mean, I want to leave here already anyway. So that's
so it makes it easy.
Makes it easy.
It makes it look. Chris, are you staying up in Roxborough, Philadelphia, the suburbs of Philadelphia, and Mount Airy, or are you going to go and get your fingernails dirty in New Africa? Are you? Are we asking? Are you like a fresh Wadsworth boy? And if anybody knows where Wadsworth Avenue is in Philadelphia and Mount Airy, are you one of them cats? Are you a city boy, a Wadsworth city boy? Or could you be an African god?
I mean, listen, the one thing about me is I'm good in any hood. So, you know what I mean? Be it Africa, be it Timbuktu, be it
is that because you're 6'9" and you bench press 1,074 pounds? That makes you good everywhere you go? That's bullshit. That ain't really friendly though. That's like poop.
265 is what he can bench.
365. Come
These
on.
numbers always
365. My bad.
Come
I
on,
can't.
come on.
Listen, 100 pounds is that's a lot. I gotta give him his credit.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Nah, but this is even when I was, scrawny pup, I was still good in any hood. You know what I mean?
So in other words, those attributes make you good anywhere you go. A nigga that can bench press 1,000 pounds can stand anywhere on planet Earth. You good?
And nigga that can't bench press 1,000 pounds is good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good wherever I'm at.
All right, I got it. It's some interesting answers. Primo, are you staying with your band here in the States, or are you taking yourself to New Africa? I mean, are you going to stay with the band and continue to play, or are you like, you know what, guys? New Africa's doing the thing. I heard they got some nice little timbali players over there. I can hit my raps with when they hit their timbalis. So I'll holler back at y'all. I'll send y'all a video.
I'm a traveler. I'm gonna be a traveler. I'm a travel everywhere. I might anywhere that I'm welcome at. As far as especially on the musical tip, maybe I'm a musical ambassador or whoever represent me, one of one. But I'm a traveler. I'm a travel at all. I want to see everything that's welcoming for an American like myself.
Well, that's an artist point of view. That's a true artist point of view because that's what we do. We have to travel.
I'm a citizen of nowhere.
That's real artist. That's because when you travel, and Kenny's traveled, I've traveled. When you travel, you like. That's how I really would love to live. Like I don't really live nowhere. I live everywhere. What's wrong with you? What? Fuck you mean?
The earth is my turf.
That part, Kenny. You are a traveling man. You in the last 6 months that we've been talking to you on this show, you've been in Alaska, you've been in Bermuda. You understand me? This man travels the earth. You understand me? Are you staying in America post World War III, or are you going to go to Africa? Or does it depend on who won?
Somebody's trying to get me to go to Africa, war or not.
See?
So
the
thing is, war or not, I wouldn't be against it. It definitely would be a new adventure. Like Supreme said, you know, I want to see it all.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is to actually spend time in places.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would like to be in different places. There's still places here I want to see. So it would be wild to be there and say, I'm going to visit places.
Right. I'm going to go visit Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, it'd be nice if we could all get it right.
Yo, my nigga Bilal, the singer Bilal, this nigga live in Morocco. His wife, her parents, I guess one of them passed away or something like that, rest their soul, but they had some property in Morocco. So my nigga Bilal and his wife, they live in Morocco right now. Shit is off the chain.
There's kind of a low-key movement where people are moving back and making their life, they simplifying their life and moving back to Africa and parts of Africa and giving up the states. They tired of the fights. They tired of they're like, listen, let me go where I might be welcome.
Here's my take on it, man. You know, listen, I've enjoyed my stay in this continent, and that's a relative thing. It has an asterisk, obvious, because I'm a brown man, I'm a melanated man, and there's certain spaces in this country that are stupid as fuck for melanated people. But for the most part, I've had a grand ride here. I can't front. You know, I've gotten along with all different types of ethnicities, and I've gotten to do some things. So I can't front on my experience here in America. But just like Supreme said, like Kenny said, man, I'm here to explore. Like, what is a human being anyway? Aren't humans here to explore? You know, so I would love to go to Africa, you know, and make that my jump off. You know, I'll come back here. I got business here and all that kind of stuff. But like, just war or not, like Kenny said, war or not, this ain't necessarily about war. But if Africa's perking its head up like that, and, you know, and I mean, nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. You know, somebody in Africa going to have, you know, going to be doing some stupid stuff because that's just human. But I just love the fact that, man, it's time for that stuff to end. Yeah, Africa is rich. If these other continents want to do business with Africa, do just that. We don't need your flag over our continent, over our city, over our governance. That's slavery. And they love slavery. They love it. They love it. So I'm all for what's happening there right now. Nah, France, get out of here. This ain't France. This is Africa. Fuck out of here. You can do business, but you're not going to be holding niggas by the neck. That era is over, man. And I ain't even got nothing that I'm saying that era is over. It's an interesting time.
Recently, one of the presidents there had to stop a deal that was going on where I believe China was trying to get access to do business in Africa and wouldn't be paying like rent for 99 years.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Dude had to stop it, and I'm glad he did because it's like
it's the same thing.
Because you're not going to let them come into China and do business
at all.
At all.
And you know, I like Niger did this move too. There's a pipeline that runs from South Africa to France, all the way through Africa, all the way from the south of Africa up north and up to France. A pipeline. It runs straight through Niger. Niger is like, not no more. We good. Your pipeline ain't happening. So that literally means. So listen, this is what I'm saying. World War III is simmering because France needs that pipeline. All of Europe needs that pipeline for heat for this coming winter. Like, these are real things about to happen. And France is now posturing like, huh?
They're yanking up that oil.
Yeah, now France is posturing like, yo, if you don't give us that pipeline, we about to have a military issue. And hence Russia got its gang. I forget what they're called. They're called the something group. But they got not their military, but they got this gang. Putin got this gang, his boy. It's like hundreds of thousands of them. They coming down to Niger now to kind of like, dude, some crazy stuff is about to pop off. Ty Birch, what does the pious man have to say about a nigger coup? You there, Birch? Birchorama?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking.
I mean, the question is, do Africans have the right to self-determine? Like, why the fuck is you over? Like, I mean, they stole us from, at least the story goes, they stole us from a continent and brought us here. Now, there was thousands upon millions of us already here, for sure. But are we not sick of an entity that calls itself white, which is not even a real thing, controlling the world basically by the mind? I mean, yeah, they got weapons, but a lot of this stuff is mind control. We give them white and black. Like, I'm not giving you none of that. You ain't white. That takes half your power away right there. Come on, what say you, Ty?
Man, I think it's just that. If our people had the resources that we had, like, the roles would be different. They would be the minority. They would be the weaker race. They would.
Well, but they are the minority, though.
Yeah, they would be like, we would have the privilege.
I got you.
Know what I'm saying? The roles would be just reversed.
So in other words, you're saying the weapons is really the only thing that separates the game.
No, let it be an all-out. Listen, when you ask the question, who am I going with? If I'm going with us and we got the weapons, then yeah. But an all-out rumble, oh yeah, I'm going with the black hat.
But you know what's crazy, yo? You know, all of us on this screen, we just got here like a minute ago. Even though we old men, all of us just say these lives we live go like that. Like, these lives go like that. And the thing is, we've been taught all of these ideas, black, white, country, religion, politics. We've been taught all that stuff. Like I saw a video today that told me that sardines, right? The word sardine is really a name they use for a bunch of different small fish in the sea. There is no real sardine, right? You think that there's a fish called sardine. No, they call a sardine a host of little fishes. They'll just and they take away the name of the real name of the fish and just call it a sardine because it's small. Well, that's the same thing they did with melanated people. They took you from your native, gave you a name, nigger, right? You took your religion away, your native religions, gave you a new one, and basically you're a sardine. Like, because all of us were from different parts of Africa, you know, different little nations in Africa, and all of those little nations had significance and importance in our lives. And they stripped us of all of that and just called us sardines. It's wild. Yo, let's get some last thoughts, man. You know, Hassan, you've been kind of quiet. I seen you working though. What kind of juice you making right now, bro? Unmute.
I'm gonna unmute. I'm making coconut water.
Okay. Yeah. That's one of my favorites. Hell yeah.
Coconuts.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Do you have a whole coconut over there?
Every day.
You got a whole coconut over there right now?
Yeah. I always buy a gang of coconuts.
Nice one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hey, so give me some final thoughts on Africa's uprising, Africa's awakening.
Isn't the whole, have you not realized the whole earth is awakening?
Uh-oh. What you mean?
You know the fucking earth just swallowed up Bill Gates' house. You know that?
Where's Bill Gates' house? Where's that house at?
He had a house somewhere and the fucking earth came and took it.
Okay.
The earth sentient or something? I swear.
No, I hear you. I'm curious as to where his house was.
It was on this river. It was on this lakefront.
Okay.
This lake.
Okay.
But his house got taken by the earth.
Well, luckily for him, though, he got all the money in the world. He could buy 10 more houses in 10 minutes.
This is true.
Like the real ride.
The earth might take it back again, though.
Well, no, you know who can take it back? You know who can take it back?
Who?
The people he's raped, the people he's lied to. Bill Gates is one nerdy man. You see, the world is under such a spell that we let one nerdy man run around and ruin the earth. And we let them walk around. Huh?
He's autistic.
Am I talking crazy? We allow one nerdy man, two nerdy men, three nerdy men to walk around and ruin the earth and have most of the money. We allow that. And people are homeless in the street. Huh? We weirdos, bro. Our whole species. I'm talking about everybody. Indians, blacks, whites, Chinese. We weirdos. Primo, what say you? Give some final words on the awakening of Africa.
Yeah, I think the whole world is waking up. Everybody's conscious is getting higher, and the vibrations are. Even if we're looking at the lower things that's happening in the world, the people of conscious and the gods and the earths and the people that believe in God, the spiritual people, we're looking at everybody like the other side is losing their minds, and we're watching it happen. And like I said, my thing is let me navigate through this. Don't get in my way, or I will get the chair. I'll throw the hat up. You know what I mean? I'll do everything I got to do to protect me and mine. And that means if I got to knock out a black man, a white man, Chinese man, Indian man, Bill Gates, his brother, don't come near my
hat up.
Right. So
that
so
hat thing is hilarious, yo.
The awakening is happening, and I think you're about to see it really go down within the next. You know, like I said, I'm halfway out of here, so I'm closer gone. I'm closer gone than being born. So
I'm with you.
Whatever y'all want to do with this raggedy ass earth, y'all have at it.
See, that's deep. Because I'm with you. Hey, yo, Ty. Give us some final words on the awakening of Mother Africa and Alabama.
Right. The awakening is.
Wait a minute. Before you say it, don't forget your thought. Somebody said a black man invented the folding chair. I'm done. I'm done. Who said that?
Yeah, Chris said that.
Yo. That's like the funniest shit I done heard this year. A black man. We don't even know if it's true. It might be true, but that's super funny. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Ty. I'm sorry.
The awakening is already upon us. Now, I believe that Zay, the unnamed, the door people. You call them door people because they're not. The door is white. So they're afraid of the power, the knowledge. Like, yo, these. I get a lot of revelation from film and cartoons, and in the movie Ants, they were like, yo, if the ants realize that they outnumber the grasshoppers, they're going to take over. And there's that type of mentality that scares them. We're people of power, people of intelligence. They told us, like, listen, I always say this to my kids, I ain't mad at no black quarterback. Because there was a time where they told us that we weren't smart enough to
play. We weren't intelligent enough to throw a football. What?
Right. So you know what I'm saying? It's the man to give us a chance, and you know what I'm saying, we want to make it do what it do.
Yeah, I'm feeling you. The only thing I would counter as to what you just said is I'm not talking about them giving me nothing no more. I'm taking it.
Yeah. I ain't mad at you for that.
Like Primo said, I'm closer to my end than my beginning. I'm not asking permission of anything. If I want it, I'm taking it. I'm sorry.
Listen, it's so real. When you took your hat off, I sat up like this because I thought it was going.
Yeah. Kenny has outlined it. The hat toss is the new.
Yeah.
What? Cronus the L. What say you of the rising mentality, the spiritual rising, the I am not going for this anymore-ness, fuck around and find out-ness of it all?
You know what I mean? It's just one of them things, man. Again, you keep pushing somebody into the corner, eventually they're gonna say, all right, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Now it's time to go through you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I had to apologize to Kendo Mickens this week. Because I remember how he used to kick kids' asses in 1979, 80. I remember it dawned on me. I was like, this nigga used to kick ass. You need to apologize.
Yeah, like I can't be, can't be bullied too much. You know what I mean? Eventually, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stand up for myself, and my standing up might be sitting you down. You know what I mean? Sometimes I gotta park you. You know what I mean? Sometimes niggas
sit you down, or sit you down with a folding chair invented by a black man.
Nathaniel Alexander. That's who.
Yo, are you serious right now, bro?
Yeah.
No. So the idea that the folding chair was invented by a black man, and it was instrumental in the uprising, the hat toss event of the century.
Nah, man. Like I honestly think that the hat toss was a
Yo, he did it dramatically too, Chris. It was very dramatic.
No, I'm saying like I think the hat toss was a what do you call that? Was a major look type joint. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like how like how I got how I
Oh, misdirection joint. Oh no, I know what you're about to say.
Yeah.
When you was at the bus stop and you was like, "Hey, what's happening over there?" Oh no, I'm already with you, bro. I write stuff.
Yeah,
I write.
I think it was one of them. I think it was one of them Jones. It's just
no, because he did do it dramatically. Like, yo, look at
that. Exactly. And you know what I mean? You know that was a 65-year-old man. And the wild part is there's another video that shows the one white dude with like two black eyes, and Jane talking about some yo. I'd never thought dude had hands. Here's another crazy part. The people, those colonizers that was part of the scuffle, they own a mini mart in that area.
Oh, what's the name of it?
I forgot the name of it.
Oh, we got to get the name of that mini mart.
But word is they got like a whole bunch of bad reviews now.
Oh, for sure. I need to give them one myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If those of us watching the show, let's find out the name of the mini mart that the colonizers owned down in Alabama, and let's send them some Yelp reviews. Yeah. Spirited Yelp reviews. Kendo Mickens, man. Listen, you're never shy about giving us something new to chomp on, and the hat toss, your analogy of the hat toss was dead on this week. What say you about the rising of Africa and or Alabama?
I think it's just a continuation of everything. This ain't just start.
True.
We definitely have been, you go back to the days of Idi Amin.
Oh.
Telling everybody if you're not African, you got to roll out.
Yeah.
So it's not a new thing. Because I was. So hopefully what it does is continue.
Yeah.
What it does is, hell, I'm hoping that the brothers and sisters in Africa see that Alabama scuffle and say, hey, let's a little more of us working together.
Yeah.
And Russia and China, because we don't need them. We do have those resources that they're not there really to help us. They're there to fight a proxy war.
Yeah, they're there to fight a proxy war. That's a great point. And they're also there for the African resources. Like, hey, let's not get it twisted. Africa is the greatest resource on planet Earth, period. So that's why everybody... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
If you get the United States away from taking your resources and now let the Russian and Chinese do it, you just made a 360-degree.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, is that really the answer? Like, get France out, but bring Russia in?
No. In fact, it might be worse because France is traditionally a country that you can get out. That ain't the first time somebody told France, "I'm not for your shit. Get out of here."
Okay, all right then, we will leave.
So, just like the Afghans, who was backed by Russia.
Yeah.
You got to leave all that. You got to say, hey, listen, I'm good. Let us do on our own. We were okay before y'all came.
Yeah.
Let's get back to that.
Yeah. Yo, Primo, what say you? Give me a last word on it.
I say, fight the power. Fight the power. We got to fight we got to fight the powers that be.
Simple and plain. I love it. All right, yo, let's get some shout outs, man. Listen, from my point of view, man, it's been a spirited week. Just watching the social media feeds from that Alabama incident to what's happening on the continent of Africa and a few different countries in Africa. Clearly, the European folk have some plans for war. Because, you know, that's what they love to do, man. You know, I'm not being biased when I say that Europeans love war. Like, tell me when I'm lying. My whole life, there's been a war. Not started by Africans. Definitely not started by African Americans. So, you know, you can, I'm down to be corrected if I'm wrong, but Europe has been warring all of my life, all of my mother's life, and all of my grandmother's life. Europe loves to war. That is their main way to control, is through force and violence. And, you know, you got peaceful people that don't want to fight, and so they acquiesce to a system that is not for them. I hope that this awakening is fueled by smelling salts. You understand me? Because it is time for change. You know, I mean, this realm we live in, we can't even know what's up from down now. You know, men don't even want to be men. Women don't want to be women. We don't know what's what now, right? Like everything's all rearranged and crazy. So maybe it's a great time. If everything's changing, shit, maybe it's time for Africa to be on top again. That would be a great thing. Hey, yo, Ty Birch, man, tell them where they can find a pious man that, you know, is going to stick to his homeland.
One simple thing. Just Google me. Google TAIBIRCH. You can find me on all social media. My Google, my Instagram comes up, Facebook comes up, Twitter. I don't even use Twitter that much, but that still comes up. Yeah. You can find IMBD. Just Google TAIBIRCH. And
you can also find a really good director's page featuring Ty Birch at superflix.com. It's a website where independent filmmakers can get their stuff bought, rented, or streamed, and they get paid. Highest percentage in the game. And Ty Birch is featured director, writer. So go check that out. Yes, sir. Primo, tell them what's up.
All right, we got the book coming out September 15th, where I'm from.
September 15th.
Past is history. So, you know, that's the big thing. You know what I mean?
That's dope. I love it.
All platforms.
I love it. I love it. Hey, man, I think we all should write books, man. I'm serious about that. I think that if you are privileged enough to live past 50, like, that's something you got to say.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
I mean,
I'm writing that right now.
Yes. You have something to say. The children need your voice. There's a reason why we are on this panel together. I'm privileged to be on a panel with gentlemen that I can have discourse with. I don't have to agree with everything they say. They don't have to agree with everything I say. But look at us. We're melanated gods. You understand me? And we are dealing with real issues in the world. And our voices count. You see, the European, the colonizer would have you think that we're passé, that we have nothing to say, that we know, our words don't matter to this generation. Man, please. Those are my grandkids. Those are my children, even though I ain't got no children. So yes, all of us melanated men should write our memoirs, especially if you are privileged enough to live past 40 or 50 years old, because, you know, a lot of us don't get to be outside or either alive past 40 or 50. A lot of us are in prison, dead, or cracked out.
Yeah. Supposed to be dead at 25.
That part. Cronus the Ill.
Yep.
Talk to us about, you know what I mean, what you going to be doing when World War III kick off.
World War III kickoff. You're going
to be benching?
Yeah, you're gonna catch me at LA Fitness still squatting.
That's wild. If you in there squatting and it's like World War III going on. That's wild.
It's just utter chaos going on out there. You're just gonna see me with the bar with the bar on my back, just getting it. Just bang, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I go, cuz. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter. No, it's not called Twitter no more. It's called X.
Twitter no more?
Yeah, it's not Twitter no more. It's called X. Catch me on Instagram, X.
That's wild.
Threads.
Why y'all play me? Y'all had me out here saying Twitter no more.
I didn't know though. I didn't know either.
Cause I gotta let you figure it out, man. You my man, so I gotta let you figure it out, guys.
I appreciate you.
If you put the X together on that, it shapes like the the Illuminati symbol.
What you mean, a triangle? What you mean the Masonic symbol?
That is that the Illuminati
You talking
symbol?
about the triangle? You talking about like the Masonic?
The Masonic. It matches the Masonic thing when they put it together.
That stands to reason. That makes sense. I just think, we got to have a show about ancient knowledge and masonry one day, because it's, listen, obviously there's ancient information on this planet. It's just interesting though that some people, I'm not talking about me, but some people have that information without being a Mason. Okay, but we'll have a whole show on that. Hey, yo, Ken, talk to them, Ken. Tell them where they can find you. You know what I'm saying?
Find me.
I see it.
Trying to find a new place to get my next bucket hat. Whether it be back to Africa.
Yeah.
Another island. I love that blue water.
Blue water.
I ain't been to Bermuda.
Blue water.
That's crazy.
Got to get to that blue water.
Yeah.
Before they destroy the world.
Yeah. Yeah. How's about that?
Always look up. You never know when a hat is needing to be answered.
Yo.
His hat's going up.
That was the black signal. You got the bat signal. That was the black signal.
That was the black signal. So look for the hat.
Say word.
Brother.
Say word.
And for the head nod.
And for the head nod. Hat and head nod, it's on. It's a wrap.
Without a doubt.
Hey, yo, Hassan McCullough, we live, we love, we juice, we Africa.
We love Africa. I'm down with Africa.
Me too.
I would definitely go and visit parts of Africa.
Me too. In a heartbeat. I go tomorrow.
Parts of Bali tomorrow. Parts of Budapest tomorrow.
Definitely
Hungary
Morocco.
Tomorrow.
Definitely Kemet.
Definitely, Thailand. Yes, I go all the places.
Nigga, that ain't Africa. Don't do that.
Oh, well,
and also Thailand got the weird.
It's where the indigenous people are at in those parts. That's stuff.
Okay, but Thailand and Africa are kind of. You just jumped to Thailand.
I said everywhere. I was talking about. I said.
Okay. I'm like, okay.
I go to South Africa, but if I probably went to Africa and I seen all the people there, I probably, if we talking about on the fact of not coming back based on seeing all the ladies, I probably wouldn't come back.
You said you probably would come back?
I probably would not.
Oh, I see.
Most likely, I would not come back.
Chris,
that's me if I go to Brazil.
Right? Yeah, because Brazil is the problem. Africa is a problem. Brazil is a problem.
I don't think you guys have seen some of these people that from these African countries. I find these women are not understand.
I'll be on feed. I'll be on some African feeds, boy.
They got some countries where these women are like beautiful as hell. I'm like, whoa, I haven't seen nobody look like that before.
Chris, hold that thought, Chris. But I just want to say, let me just say, man, I find women with melanin in their skin so fucking attractive. The only thing that throws me off of them, which is a huge problem today, is the moment they open their mouth or they show me some kind of action that is just classless. Like when I can look at what people would call the ghetto, right? Undesirable places in America. And I can look at a bunch of chicks with bonnets on their head, but the main thing is they're gorgeous. It's like you omit the bonnet and put a natural hair on them and either have them talk, with some class or act. And it's like there's a queen right here, literally. But they don't act. The only problem I have is they're gorgeous, but they don't act like what they look like. What say you, Chris?
I don't even know, cause I was just laughing, man. My lady said if I go to Brazil, I can't come back.
Well, she got to worry. She ain't got to worry.
I told her from the gate. I said if I go to Brazil, I ain't coming back.
Yeah, no. Like if I get a ticket to Brazil, Mama, I love you. Kiss you on the cheek, leave you a couple $100.
Did she just say that right now? When she said right now, or she said that before in past?
This was years ago, cause like it's a couple spots that's off one.
Don't even go.
You go to Colombia, you ain't gonna want to come back.
Listen,
Brazil,
Medellin.
any part of South America. If I
It's a
go,
wrap.
I can't come back.
Can't even go to South America. That's crazy. Can't even go. Hey,
Closest
listen, when
closest I
World War
went
III kick off, I'm going to South America.
closest I went
Up
closest I went
upper
was
latitude.
closest I went was Mexico, and I went with her. So,
Yeah. Well, no, I think I've been more southern than that,
listen,
but I've been to Mexico. Yeah.
I think Dominican Republic is the new Brazil.
The Dominican Republic is crazy.
listen,
Listen. Hassan, tell them where they can find that juice at, man.
about to go get my hair cut in Brazil.
Wow.
We love
We Juice.
WeJuice.com. OUIJUICE. Yes, I pour the milk first before I put the cereal in.
I don't think you want to keep it.
I forgot all about that, man.
That's
like
why
you was all right until
He's standing on it. He's standing on it.
Sometimes you just gotta leave him be.
We didn't say nothing about it. You see,
just let him say it. Keep going.
No. Let me say this.
This nigga just reminded us he's a psychopath.
Let me say this. I got a theory about this. I got a theory about gay people. I'm not talking about Hassan. My theory about gay people is that they need to come out because they need to find other gay people. My theory about Hassan is that he is trying to find other people that does this weird shit that he does. That's why he keeps mentioning it. Oh yeah, I poured the milk first.
I want to see him do it.
No,
I don't want to. I want to see him do it.
That's like some weird porn. I'm not showing that on this show. That's some kind of fetish porn.
What?
He trolling because he trolling.
There he is. There he is. Talking about you pour the milk first. What's wrong with this guy?
He'll pour the milk
guess
first.
what?
He just trolling.
I'm gonna tell you something. You guys are talking, but I know two women who said the same thing. Two women
that they pour the milk.
So okay.
First.
So what you telling me is you in a tribe of women. Okay.
I need to hear them. I need to hear them say it.
Well, but I'm actually okay with that because a woman is the opposite of me. See, I'm outie, she's innie. Stop it.
Listen, all these
do me a
women
favor and check
are
your inbox,
connecting with me because they want to be.
Okay. What'd you say, Quint? What'd you say?
You understand, as these women are relating to me, then they gonna be around me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
It's been a spirited one once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna move on. But once again, we appreciate you all for stopping by and having your ears to the conversation. All right. We will see you again next week right here on Opinion Nation.
Deuces.